Welcome, everybody, to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I had a hell of a time trying to make this work for a live stream, and ultimately, it was a failure. Those of you that might be watching this that were there for the live stream, I can't thank you enough for showing up, and I deeply apologize for just how probably irritating it was to have to sit through any and all of that. But I'm here now, and I've given this intro so many times, but I just, I guess there's nothing else I can really do to get around it. I'll try and keep the yapping down to a minimum. Excuse me. I'll try to keep the yapping down to a minimum, but I wanted to get ahead of the curve when I initially started this, and it didn't work out. It's always really frustrating to see YouTubers like Jacksepticeye upload 2.5 hours the day before an early release day. So I paid an extra $10 to get this out as soon as possible, and it still didn't even work, and he beat me to the punch anyway. So I don't know. I was a little bit in low spirits after the live stream, but I am more than anything just excited to experience this game, and I hope you are too. I did play a little bit of probably the first hour, maybe hour and a half, and due to the technical issues that I was facing when I was playing it, does kind of it. I'm gonna be replaying it essentially. I do have the original Death Stranding series on my channel. I recently just replayed it. I spent a whole lot of time on it, a lot of time editing it. Hopefully you went and checked that out and you're all up to snuff on what's going on here. Obviously, I think it's a little impossible to know exactly everything that's going on because of how not straightforward everything is, but there is quite a bit of information and world building in the first game that I think will probably be necessary to understand what's going on here, or at least have some sort of a grip on what's going on here. And I'll try to do my best to answer any questions that might pop up in the comments. If anybody wants to have discussions, please say something, because I would love to talk more about this. There's probably going to be a lot of reading. I'm going to try and space it out a little bit more, since it's not, we're not doing entire episode format like I did with the first game. So these will be split up among a couple hours, but I'll try to keep the reading to a minimum. But I am going to be looking into the lore and all the extra stuff that it has to offer, because those logs in the first one really did have a lot of bits of information that were key to how it they were key to things that were going on in the story, and I think it gives me a much better understanding of what's going on now than if I had just gone through the story. And I've got some theories on some characters that have popped up already in this game, and I guess to say I'll bring them up when they come up in the game. But if you watch the first Death Stranding series, you might already know what I'm talking about. But without any further ado, I'm going to go through the Death Stranding recap real quick. It doesn't exactly explain everything, but it gives you a good recap on events that took place in the first one.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. the world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both Timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phosmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strived to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam. We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable dead man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lakna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body. Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile. Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to Timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used Timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret: to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
I don't know if it's just because I'm a little bit hungover from last night, but the music is just so beautiful. I'm gonna get so emotional playing this game just over the music alone. I mean, oh God. Okay, I guess let's jump into it. I'm gonna go normal. So I did touch on last when I was trying to do this for the first time. Choose your preferred level of difficulty. This can be changed at any time in the options menu. I was informed that the story difficulty now has the ability to like skip boss fights, maybe conflict in general. Allows you to focus completely on the story, recommended for those who struggle with action games but still want to play all the way through to the end. Obviously, the hardcore gamer in me does scoff at this a little bit, but overall, I mean, if there's more people that can be exposed to this, I mean, gaming is it is a very common medium for sure, but it's still kind of just barely breaking into what I feel like is a more widely accepted form of storytelling. There are some magnificent games told, or magnificent stories told in video games that a lot of people will never ever be able to experience simply because they've never picked up a controller in their life. And if this can kind of bridge the gap a little bit for those people that didn't grow up playing video games, allows them to experience the story for themselves, I mean, I'm all for it. But of course, I'm gonna go on normal. I like how it goes from casual to normal, which basically sound the exact same, and then straight up brutal. Holy shit, that is a thick strand. Recommended for those who want a real challenge to accompany the story. Completing the game at this difficulty will test all of your skills and provide a true sense of accomplishment. Your reputation will be legendary, and your standing as a porter unmatched. See, when you put it like that, I kind of want to play it, you know? But, oh, god damn it, dude. I don't want to ruin the flow of the game by doing that, and holding up the story. Yeah, I guess I'll just go normal for now. Fuck it, I'll try it. Start the game in the selected difficulty level. The difficulty level can be changed at any time via the options menu. Alright. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. I think in the first game there was also another one that they had called Gigas. Cancer and Pisces are, I'm pretty sure the only real signs, but it is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Yeah, feels like it. Once, there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, BTs, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation, a void out. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept toward extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, BB, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. And I'd seen this frame before in the trailers. I did not realize those were all BTs up there. 11 months later.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone?
This opening sequence, the same as the first game, is just absolutely insane. The Decima engine is insane technology. I mean, good lord, dude. I've seen this so many times that it still takes my breath away.
What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level
Like, is that not the most real thing you've ever seen in your fucking life? It looks more real than real life.
We're meant to sit in circles and talk
Wow.
numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong?
Lindsay Wagner. So they showed this opening sequence in a premiere conference, and there's a lot of names on here of, quite obviously, people from the first game, but Lindsay Wagner, having played Amelie and Bridget, it begs the question, is she gonna show up in something like Hideo tried to write it off as like, oh, you know, there's gonna be flashback sequences, which I'm sure there will be, but is that the only capacity at which she returns? God, I can't wait to find out. And fucking look at this, dude.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world like this, lose
Hey,
at
BB
trial,
Lou.
what is left and what is right.
BB Louise.
The worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind.
Oh my god.
What is it I'm trying to find?
I'm getting emotional just staring at the scenery, dude. Wow. Insane. God damn. Oh, look, there's a little cairn. Oh my god, alright, let's go. And so they also showed in the premiere preview, they demonstrated that the music goes hand in hand with the actions of the player. Like right now, the percussion joins in as I'm going the route that I'm supposed to be going. And if I stop, the percussion goes away, dude. I mean, like, such a little nuance that, I mean, I can't imagine what it took to be able to get that right and to be able to make it work so well. But it's so impactful. I mean, like, it's so cool. And it's probably not the first time it's ever been done, but it's my first time ever experiencing it like this. And I mean, it's incredible. And then we've got the aerial camera where they showed that, like, it's a little bit more cinematic, kind of like Red Dead cinematic camera. I still have to push him where he's going, but they make it much easier to, like, you have to really try to go off the beaten path in order to fall off, you know? As long as I push the stick in the general direction that he's running, it'll stay. I mean, god damn, look at that. The shadow in the background of him running. And I do plan on playing on quality, not performance mode. I'm just not into the silky smooth. I prefer a more cinematic feel. And with these graphics, I mean, I don't want to take away from any of it. I straight up bought a PS5 Pro specifically for this game. Like, I wanted to see it in all its glory. And goddamn is it glorious. Potential gatequake detected.
I feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
Gatequake measuring 4 on the G scale.
Oh shit.
And I mean, look at that, dude. I kept talking about it in the first one about how excited I was for, like, rock slides and shit. That is what I'm fucking talking about. I mean, that's nuts. Gatequake measuring 7. Hey. It's okay.
Okay, you're all right.
And I also I'm not used to, like, using the actual controller. I was using the analog stick in the first game because it was on PC. Oh my god, she's so fucking adorable, dude. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. I would die for this baby, and it's not even real. They also have day and night cycles now, which is so dope. I mean, I know that they talked a lot like days had gone by in the first game, but it was always daytime. Making deliveries at night and just, like, watching the sun go down is gonna hit different, dude. All right, come on. I'm also just excited to play for, like, the updated controls and, like, have everything be a little bit smoother. That first game was pretty wonky at some points, especially with, like, falling or tripping, trying to climb up stuff. They do, I mean, it already feels very, very good. Yeah, it's a damn shame that I wasn't able to get a good recording of the first... I've probably done this 3 or 4 times now already. Working through some of the kinks in that live stream. And it's just a shame.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
Yeah. Lou better be covered up too. I don't know if it's automatic, but... Don't want to have ourselves a wrinkly baby. It's also very strange, the sense of, like, stress that I have with Lou on my chest, because, like, it's so much more... I care that much more, I guess, about not fucking up or, like, not tripping. I've got a literal fucking baby I'm carrying around.
Enough already.
Alright, keep going. Look at that shit, dude. I wonder what that is. I'm gonna try and use the aerial camera as much as I can. Unless absolutely necessary that I, like, can't. Down there, okay. Also, this game has no ray tracing, which it boggles my mind how that's why ray tracing has become pretty much like it almost implemented in every game, and it does look good when, you know, when it's implemented properly, but it also takes a huge amount of resources and very powerful graphics cards to be able to run them. And powerful equipment in general, you know, and obviously this is running on a PlayStation, but okay, use this menu for weapons and tools. Yep, I remember. And the fact that this game doesn't have ray tracing, but it still looks as good as it does. Shit, I need a more narrow spot. There we go. It's pretty goddamn impressive. It's holographic. Pretty goddamn smart, Sam. Except anybody that walks around there without a BB unit is gonna be pretty confused as to why they can see the BTs floating in the air. And, of course, if it's not obvious already, I'm going to be leaving all the music in. I make pennies on the dollar for any one of the videos that I upload, so enjoy it the way it was meant to be enjoyed.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Look at that, dude. Just a man.
Come on, open up.
And his baby girl.
There you go.
Recognize that umbrella anywhere. Is that an otter? The otter carriage? Of course. Fucking knives, I think. Hey man. If you kill somebody, you gotta take them to the incinerator, so.
Who's there?
Fucking alarm's just blaring.
Who are you?
I think you know some.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast.
God damn it,
You
she's
two look good.
adorable.
Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol
She have like a little heart on her elbow? What was that?
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
And it also gives you like the ability to just read shit in the middle of a cutscene.
You care for a drink?
I don't know if I'll ever do that because I don't
Thank you,
like
but
being
no.
taken out of the moment, but
I should get straight to the point.
I'll go back and read them at another point in time.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
Yeah.
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset.
We're talking about a human being.
You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Why?
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore.
Yeah, because that went so well the first time.
No need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
I don't owe anybody anything.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one.
Dead
He's
man.
currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know
Guillermo.
the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Also, yeah, it's pretty crazy that there's choice-based narrative. I mean, I don't know how important it'll actually be because it clearly only goes in one direction, but any other reasons?
Well, that was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
I'm the only one who could. It's my blood, right? If he's not in action anymore and the UCA hasn't gotten a hold of him, they can't take his blood, and therefore, I mean, I think, unless they just stockpiled the shit out of it, which I could see them doing, but essentially, there's been no other repatriate blood out that, maybe there are other repatriates, but they don't have Sam's blood. That's for sure. I guess, can I ask you something?
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Yeah, kind of seems fucked up.
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Without Amelie thrown into the mix, like, it doesn't make sense for him to say that he'll do it, you know? And also, what's with the holographic rain? What effect is that giving us right now? And why is there actual raindrops on the lens, you know? What's the state of the environment?
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye.
Ugh.
Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Well, we already know that there's BTs out there because, I mean, she told us that there was a giant BT headed their way, but still doesn't make any sense for him to go out and do that when he's got frickin' BB Louise to look after, so I won't do it.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one.
That photo wasn't on the wall before. And we're back. And because I wanted to see just how far I could potentially take this, because now there's only 2 options here. No, still not going to do it.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed.
The same fucking thing.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling.
I saw this and
No! No!
-61.
it's so fucking I don't know. It's funny is what it is, because as soon as I saw that and I thought it was gonna make me go to the beginning and do that whole walk back to the front. I mean, like I said, I've already done that like 3 or 4 times now. I saw that and I had the same reaction. I was like, oh God, please do not do this to me. So yeah, now there's only one option, and that's how the story goes. I'll accept the order.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
I said all right. I wonder what Sam's drinking.
Though. It's not like I can take my kid with me.
My kid, dude.
If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it.
God, I'm a fucking girl dad, dude.
Link up the region as you head south. And come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Nice fucking shot, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. I can't cry yet. Literally nothing has happened. But god damn what I wouldn't do for that fucking child. I see she packed herself
Slide it on your thumb.
a suit that perfectly fits me.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Okay. That was pretty fucking seamless.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection.
Of course it's
You'll need
not.
to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network.
Not bad, Fragile.
Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
God, Fragile, the way you're speaking to me right now and this
You can
tone
access
is
useful
so...
information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management.
Cargo management?
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece.
I know the
It's
drill.
an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
An automatic rifle suitable for close and mid-range engagements, armed with MP bullets. Whereas in the first game it was rubber bullets. Effective against any target, the rifle also comes equipped with a light and has two modes of fire, semi-auto and full auto. The Maser handgun, I think there was just the Maser gun, maybe it was a handgun, in the first game, which acts as like basically a taser. Blood bag, ladder, load it up.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Auto arrange cargo. Hell yes. Chiral network gateway. So, in the first game, it was kind of danced around that. I guess they did say kind of bluntly a couple times that BB units, the original bridge babies, were made to create the chiral network, and those bridge babies were essentially sacrificed in order to create the chiral network. I get their whole purpose was to create this gateway to the beach for data transfer, and it kind of implies that like there's a kind of a little side story, including Fragile's mom, which I wonder if Sam's ever going to say anything about that, or if it's ever going to come to fruition. But Fragile's mom left her family and started what seemed like the mules and or terrorist organizations to combat bridges, because they found out that they were transporting these bridge babies for chiral network use, and they were not okay with it. They said, "Fuck this! I don't stand behind this." And when they refused to, bridges basically fucking like threatened them and their families. Which is why she left Fragile and her husband. And Peter Englert, who Peter Englert, you might not know the name unless you watched the first of my series, but Peter Englert, who was always asking for pizza, was actually Higgs Monaghan, probably his real name, Peter Englert, and he knew Fragile's mom, and he joined up with them. And so I guess my whole point in bringing this up is that this main this chiral network gateway, it's, if the UCA was working on this technology and we're going into Mexico, I don't think that they had bridge babies deployed in these areas, but this network gateway, in a sense, would have been a bridge baby, but it doesn't seem like they're using bridge babies anymore, which, you know, I guess progress, but I guess instead they're using this network gateway, a device used for expanding chiral network coverage. It allows for stable and instant mass data transfer beyond the boundaries of the UCA. Since it contains chiral matter, like the Cupid, it can only be carried by Doom's sufferers.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination?
I do.
There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked porters in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
And it's so much better that they finally added 3D, because trying to plot routes, I mean, I get that in the first one, I get where their intentions were, but not literally traversing mountains and not knowing like how high one area was to another. It didn't help at all. Like, to draw a route like that didn't do much.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Definitely having this 3D ability to like look and see how high something is, way better. And then probably through here, and that river's really fucking wide, so we're gonna have to come through this way. What is that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Delivery route finalized.
Look at that, dude. So, and then it shows risk level is less than 1, and the only thing I have to go is over a river at some point. Okay, I think we're good. Ah, the fucking music, dude. Wood Kid, I think you're gonna do just fine.
Cupid just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into 2 groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork.
So they already had the bridge babies.
Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
She doesn't have any teeth.
No more baby food for you.
Don't you get Fragile any trouble?
Oh. God damn it, Luis, I love you.
Don't you break my kid.
I swear to God, Fragile, I'll fucking kill you. Bye, BB Louise. I'll be back, I promise. All right, let's get after it.
All right, let's get this done.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, good Lord, look at this. This looks so insane, man. I'm gonna have so much fun playing this. I was a little worried starting it up because I had looked into some of the, I looked into the Game Ranks review. Shout out Jake Baldino. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And he said it was pretty much more of the same. Like, this game is a lot more of the same with, like, kind of some updated controls. And I was worried because I spent a lot of time in that first game. Pretty much until the point where I got bored doing everything that I could and just wanted the next narrative experience. And being that this was going to be much more of the same thing, I was worried that that I was going to already be burnt out from it. But with these new visuals and the music, I think it's going to keep me going for quite a while. I'm also interested to see how the... Oh my god. Wait, what? No, I'm just taking my route, alright? Relax. That's interesting that I didn't get this last time. Oh shit, no. Come on. Wait, no, I'm still going. I'm still going to the thing. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that's weird. What the fuck? I did not get that last time I made this delivery. I mean, I think I went through there, so it was a little different. Check the equipment Fragile gave you. Why? The weapons and tools menu. Use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. You already told me that. Thanks. 10-meter ladder. Okay. 2 ladders can be joined together to double their length. A deployed ladder cannot be recovered once it has been used. Automatic rifle. Got anti-human, anti-mech. What? Oh, is it saying like that's its close mid-range weapon? Huh. Anti-mech. Oh, right, because I think there are like machine enemies in this game. A handgun that electrocutes close-range targets. The trigger must be held down to build up an electrical charge before firing. Produces no noise when firing, making it well suited for covert operations where silent takedowns are a necessity. Okay, all right. The canteen. Drinking from this restores Sam's stamina, can be refilled with timefall or river water. Blood bag. A bag of blood that will restore Sam's blood levels when connected. Empty blood bags will automatically be replaced by reserve bags. Can be stored in a utility pouch. Okay, and the strand, a rope to bind and secure cargo. It can be used to deflect enemy melee attacks or to silently restrain enemies from behind. It also functions as an identification method for facilities suited for covert operations. Urination. Be considerate when choosing where to relieve yourself. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Where the hell am I going?
So far, so good.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay. Ah. Back to normal. That's weird. It must only be because I'm in a story mission that it did that. Holy shit. Do I have... I don't have a climbing anchor. Damn it. Holy shit. Do you see that? That fucking haboob in the distance? Sure does look gnarly. I hope it doesn't come my way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fucking... Seems much easier to slip in this game than it did the first one. Yeah, that's looking pretty gnarly. There's fucking lightning in it. And it looks like it's headed my way. Alright, Sam. Maybe cover your mouth, I guess. Wait! I almost forgot about the hat, dude. Why me hat? They're different. Alright, well, okay. Wear backwards. Hell yeah. What happens when the hood comes on and he's got his hat on backwards? I guess it just goes over it. Okay.
Yep, that was definitely my back.
You're gonna want to keep the hood on, I think. Whoa. I need to get up there. Wait a minute, did it blow right past me? I'm like in it, but I'm not. Come on. Oh, gee. Fucking Christ.
Fuck me.
So much for not being wonky anymore. You can wear the sunglasses on your head? Oh, like that. Okay. Where's... Whoa. Where's... oh, it's in... Damn it. It's in the equipment. Okay. Canteen. There we go. Well, I guess I'm not getting over this fucking little wall here. Okay, come on. Holy shit, Sam.
Now leaving neural network coverage.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, I think you're in a sandstorm, Sam. There's another ladder. Holy shit. God damn. Sam, whatever they're paying you, it can't be worth this. It's crazy. The wind is blowing so hard, it's like pushing him over to the left. Move up close to the wall of a structure to take shelter to avoid strong winds. I mean, that's... It seems so, like, ridiculous that would be so cool, but it actually is. It's so dope. I can feel it in the controller. Holy shit, okay. Did we make it out? Oh man, we gotta... You've been out the game too long. Can only carry this much before you start getting tired. Okay, so if we... I wanna put two of them together. Wait, so if I do this... This is just... We're gonna test it out. I've got 3 ladders, so... There's a fishy! Can I eat the fish? Doesn't look that deep. I want the fish, dude. Give me the fish! No, I can't get the fish. Alright, well. So much for my test. I was gonna Whoa, 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 whoa. I was gonna try and, if crossing a river is draining your endurance gauge, try standing still for a moment. Okay. I was gonna see if I could put 2 ladders together. And I don't really know what that means, to put 2 ladders together, but I'll try it again another time. The fucking ridiculousness of how sandy he is. How the fuck can you see through those glasses, dude?
Yeah, that's the way.
Just walking blind into the desert. Yeah, that's the way. I'm gonna take them off. That looks ridiculous. Ciudad Nudo del Norte. 123,000 inhabitants?
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
That's more than Capital Knot.
Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and...
Is that SSS? Let me see. A first glimpse of the SSS. The Social Strand Service. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world, look back on the likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds, and enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Only screenshots taken by pressing X in photo mode can be viewed. Okay. Don't worry, Sam. How does it feel to be back out there? Sam, I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago and now is fast asleep in dreamland. I'll send you another message soon, which you can check out on your Ring terminal. And don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. Oh, God damn it, Lou. I miss you already. Look at that, dude. That goddamn sandstorm is insane. Alright, deliver and report. 12% damage. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry, I fucking ran into a wall.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right?
That hologram is so fucked up compared to the way they looked in the first one.
Corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
An A. Damn it!
Well, it's not perfect, but it'll more than do for our needs. Thanks again.
God fucking... I got an S last time.
It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
This shit's just not the same without Lou in her pod fucking looking up at shit. By the way, we don't have a BB unit. I'm a little worried about that. New strain established. Cupid connected.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Bonus data. Bonus data has made the following content available. Weapon data, machine gun MP level 1. A powerful mid-range weapon with considerable ammo capacity. Fires MP bullets effective against any target. Reloading is slow, but rounds retain their power over distance, making it effective against large enemies at longer ranges too. Comes fitted with a light and supports semi-auto and full auto fire.
Now display
Look at that silent handler.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Your porter grade, every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade calculated by APAS, or APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experience as a porter as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Hold the start button to open the corpus for a detailed description. Look at that. Already played for an hour.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
I could definitely use a shower. How are things in the region?
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope.
And what was untenable about course disposal?
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But
Jesus Christ.
Network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Sounds like you have been through the ringer, my man. That hologram looks so much better than it did in the first game. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get some sleep.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Come on. I'm Sam Porter Bridges. If I can't do it, nobody can. That's so cool that the area where I was in the water, like,
Welcome. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
the level of, I guess, realism and how it affected the suit is nuts. Bro, just, like, wipe your face or something, man. Come on. Toilet and shower. Is there a sink out here? Can I use just the sink? No, I guess not. Our facilities. Sam, the shower and toilet are outside your private room. Chiral crystals will be recovered from any waste you produce, so go ahead and make use of the facilities. Chiral crystals? Very interesting. Comments. The fuck are... There's also a sink in your room where you can freshen up and check your look in the mirror. It's a good place for you to try out new hats or sunglasses. You've also got access to an armory where you can check out various weapons and learn how to use them in VR training. Go ahead and give it a try. It's definitely worth checking out everything your room's got to offer once you've rested up, of course. So he doesn't automatically fall asleep. And also, I saw a video that they took away the reactions to the camera. Is there... Yeah, they took away Sam's reactions to the camera of, like, looking at any part of his body. He doesn't interact anymore. Or at least, not in this cutscene. That's kind of insane that they fucking... I mean... it's like, yeah, sure, realism, but also like, did they have to? You know? Somebody did themselves a favor when they were making Norman Reedus's Sam Porter Bridges. Looking good, Sam. Fucking staying in great shape. Huh. They took out most of that animation. That's kind of crazy. No more Sam cheeks. No more Sam Porter fucking Bridges cheeks, man. You made use of the toilet, so it automatically uses the toilet and the shower. I guess that's better than like going one by one. It was a little tedious to have to go through each and every one of those. What's on the table? I can't even... Come on. I can't get it to focus. A chiral tea? Is that what it is? Okay. Sleep, I guess. This is about as far as I've gone in my actual playthrough. Like, this is the furthest I've gone. So anything that happens after this is brand new to me. The fucking beach again. Almost bar for bar. Fucking Amelie, dude. Still got the nightmares, huh? What the fuck?
Are you all right? If you're worried about Lou, don't be.
God.
I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Her little bottom teeps, dude. Oh my god.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine.
Since the fucking mountain.
Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Can we just get a game where we just raise Lou? Not even deliver packages, but just raising Lou.
No irregularities detected at this time.
Good morning. Private rooms, carbogram, patches. I guess there's a bunch of different stuff to see here. I can't... Okay. Examine table. What does the T do? Oh, a little bit of Okay, so basically acts the same way as the original Bridge energy drinks did. And there was an animation I didn't even know existed. When you drink, you keep forcing Sam to drink all the cans that are there, even after his stamina's been boosted, that like he'll get pissed off if you force him to keep drinking. But yeah, eat a crypto buyout, I guess. And Sam's hunger somewhat satiated. I didn't know he got hungry. We're online? We're finally connected to the chiral network. It's been 4 long years since the first expedition set up that terminal, and we've been waiting patiently to get hooked up ever since. To know we're not alone out here, that's all humanity wants, right? Comments. And not only are we connected to other locations, we can also fabricate new equipment using chiral printers. Living the dream. Alright. Still doing the head shake shit. Come on. It is a little bit wonky trying to get the different options in view, because you would think that it would be like I could click on it right now, but anyways.
A new feature has been made available for use.
You can now fabricate custom attachments and fit them to your backpack. Select fabricate to see which components are currently available to you and weigh up your various options. What do we got? Patches. Nothing really sticking out to me other than the why me, I guess. Yummy crypto bio. Golden toadstool. Customized look. Oh yeah, since we don't follow bridges anymore, we can look however we want to look eventually when we unlock the fucking different things, I'm sure. The why me hat. Oh, got some different colors. I see they toned down the red on this one. Yeah, we'll keep the black. One of Sam's favorite hats, adorned with the slogan, "Why me?" When worn, it slightly slows the rate at which stamina is depleted. So there's actually a benefit to wearing it. Okay, it's not purely cosmetic. Use the sink. Customized look. Oh, just glasses. Yeah, we're alright. There's no, it doesn't look like there's any like expressions that you can do in this one either. Damn, they took all that stuff out. I figured it was just, it was too much effort to put those things in for you to experience them one time and then never do them again. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. View and test weapons. Go to surface. Screen image. Oh, what the fuck? Customizing your private room. You can customize the screen in your private room, choose from a list of presets, or use the screenshot captured in photo mode. That's pretty cool. Oh, BB Lou. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's adorable. Can't I keep this? Yes. Look at that. That's wonderful. That's my favorite. Okay. Let's test the weapons, I guess. Oh, that's what this thing is. It's VR training. Porter Fundamentals program. Learn the basic skills required to make deliveries. Covert action. Defeat all enemies and make your way to the objective without being discovered. Huh. Cover all the cargo from the enemy base and reach the objective area. Melee combat, firearms. I mean, I pretty much know all these. Weapons. Training grounds. That's fucking nuts. Okay, activate the terminal. Select combat. What the fuck? Bandit grunt. Sure, we'll do one. How do I... Oh, it's just... What the hell is this? Combat practice. Spawn enemy. Oh, where's my strand? That works. Okay. And now the guns. Oh. Do you have to charge it all the way? Yeah, I guess you do. Okay. That's good to know. And I didn't just fucking find that out in real time. There we go. Ooh, that aim assist. Felt kind of good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not bad. Medals? The fuck? Wait, can I go out? Yeah, I can go out there. What the hell? You guys just have medals in here? Wait, I'm not... This is VR, obviously. I'm not taking any of these to... Right? I can't take these back in. Oh, he does not run very fast with this thing on. B is to reload? Oh, I don't... Or, not B, circle. I don't know if I like that. Is there a way to change that? System view controls. Basic controls. Holy shit, the game's on brutal. I forgot about that already. Okay. I can't map any of the fucking... any of the stuff. Alright, well then it's gonna be some getting used to, I'm sure. Alright, let's get out of here. Can you get different... It's very Call of Duty for me to ask, but can you get different camos for your weapons? Launch weapons combat training, show weapon info. Okay, well it doesn't look like you can change anything about the gun or the way it looks. Which is fine. It's a delivery game. I don't need all that. Here's another weapon rack for stuff that we don't have. Alright. At some point it's gonna be absolutely fucking stacked. Let's go to the private room. Alright. I guess let's... Wait, so only this one change? Oh, wait. You can have multiple screen images? Is that it? I guess I'll wait to get another one. That's fine, I suppose. Alright, let's go.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
I mean, I guess... what do we gotta do next?
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest?
Not bad.
We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here.
Am I gonna have
Once
to carry
again,
somebody?
Thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by APAS.
Ape-ass, that's how you... Ape's ass. Alright, well, I think, honestly, I'm probably going to end that episode right there. And I'm going to have to get used to ending things a little sooner than than what I usually would when I played the first Death Stranding, because these will not be as long as those episodes. But anyways, I'm going to end that episode right there, and we'll continue in the next one. If you made it to this part of the episode and you're not subscribed already, I strongly recommend you do that, because why the hell not? And if you wouldn't mind leaving a like on your way out the door, well, that would be sincerely appreciated. I absolutely cannot wait to keep playing this game for you, for myself. Can't wait to see what happens. Can't wait to see what it offers. And I hope you'll be there with me. I think it's going to be a good time, and I'm super excited. As always, if you do plan on sticking around, I hope you see me in the next one.